Hi guys, are we live? Holy cow. All right. Shit. Yeah, I'm not a streamer, you guys. And I mean, I know how to do the birds, and it just sits up on the balcony, and I know what buttons to push. And I've never done a walking stream, let alone one while there's another stream running upstairs. So, all right, this is going to be fun. All right, let me see what I got to get here. I've got you sitting on a table right here. You recognize where we are? That's where we stream the storms at. All right, packing all my stuff, and I probably should have brought a shovel is what I should have brought. I bought Kleenex, but I didn't bring a shovel. All right, so I've got you on my little selfie stick. I didn't even know how to run the selfie stick, so it feels kind of awkward. I've got it kind of tall with the legs out in case I have to set you down quick. But anyway, here's where we are. And there's the bird stream right up there. I don't even know if I know how to zoom this. I'm using my regular phone. I'm not using the phone that I got to stream with because it doesn't have, it only has Wi-Fi. And because we're going to be walking out on the lake, I'm using my Verizon phone so I can take the signal with me. So that's what's so different is I'm streaming on a phone I've never streamed on before. So, all right, so here we're looking down. These are the stairs, and this is how much snow we've got, and I'm going to try and traverse this. So here we go. I don't want to make you seasick or dizzy, but I'm going to be hanging on to stuff, and let's see how much snow we've got here. If I can remember how many steps there are. 1, 2, and 1 to the down. Okay, here we go. Okay, yeah, it's pretty deep. It's pretty deep. So I'm coming down here and I'm stepping down. All right, if I fall down, I'll be screaming my address and telling you to call 911. And it's so sunny out, I can't even see. All right, let me put my sunglasses on. But that's going to be a problem too because they're my reading sunglasses and I can't see to walk in them. I think I brought the wrong sunglasses. I brought the glasses so I could read the chat, but I'm not even sure if I have a chat. Whoops, sorry. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. We're walking. I'm going to say it's probably a good 6 or 7 inches. I can't see the screen, so I don't even know what you're seeing. I'm getting myself seasick in these glasses. Holy crap, you guys. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to... These are the stairs we're going down right here. And they're pretty narrow little stairs to begin with, so... All right, let's see. I've only been out here for 15 years. You'd think I could do this in my sleep. But it's a little different with so much snow on the steps. Mind you, I'm in hibernation mode in January and February, and this is the first time I've been out of the house further than the bird stream, literally. I haven't been out in the car or anything yet this year. Oh shit. So it's deeper than I thought right there. Oh, this is going to be fun, you guys. Go for a walk on the lake, I said. Whose flocking brilliant idea was this? Okay. Okay, now we're going to go down these stairs. Is that making you dizzy? It's making me dizzy just looking in real life. All right. All right, here we go. Just one at a time, Kimberly. One at a time. Sorry, I can't see the chat or anything, you guys. I feel like I'm on an adventure. I would not be good in Alaska or something like that. That's just stupid. Whoa. And it's a little bit slippery, too. Okay. And then we got a little landing right here. And my flag. We got some feet prints out here. I don't know if they're human feet prints or if they're animals. God, that's a scary thought if I've got human feet prints coming around my... We're going to go investigate that. And I got to get my gloves on, you guys. I'll wait till we get down here, though. Shit. Got about 6 inches of snow on the bottom of my shoes, and it's coming with me. It's about 40 degrees out, so that part is warm. Next step should be the grass. Okay, yeah, about 6 inches. All right, I'm going to take you over here to the picnic table. That's our little fire pit. Woohoo, it's pretty deep here, you guys. Are you dizzy yet? All right, I'm going to set you on this picnic table right here. I think. Whoops. It's not ever good when they say oops, is it? All right, what do I do with the gloves? All right, here. We have the other one. Okay. I'm tired already, you guys. How about that? Wait a minute, I gotta fix my ring and my glove. Okay. Alright, so before we go out on the lake, I'm gonna bring you over here. So we're gonna walk over here this way. And there's the wind chimes and the bird stream right up there. Hear my wind chimes? Love my wind chimes. Yeah, I'm saying at least 6 or 7 inches here. I always like to have the snow so not disturbed, you know. So pretty, no feet prints, no mud, no anything. But we're going to walk behind here. And I'm going to show you how steep the hill is. Where the birds hang out down below. Shit. Ooh, this is icy right here where the ice is falling off the shed. Holy crap. Whoops, that was almost a fall. Okay. Yeah, don't look down. I have to look down. Okay. So here we are. This is a burn barrel and a pile of wood here, but see all the marks in the snow? This is where the birds are. This is how steep the hill is below. And way up there, there's the balcony with the wind chimes. All right, I see Susie. I'm in the shade. I see Susie. I see Debs. Hi, girls. Hi, Susie, all the way from Australia, and Debs from Massachusetts. And here is this crazy cat bird lady walking in the snow in Michigan. Okay, let's see if I can make it back now. All right, follow my own footsteps. Sorry, I'm talking to you and myself. All right, let's see. This is really icy right here because of the ice dripping off the shed. Okay, back to soft snow. All right, let me get back in my footprints. No, I think it was easier without the footprints. Okay, here we go. All right, I can't see what you're seeing. Whew. Here's the dock. So this will be our, ooh, this is pretty deep right here. This will be our 16th summer out here at the lake. All right, let's see if I can find out where we're going. Now I know what I forgot to bring, a bottle of water. Okay. See, my other option was to walk down that hill, but that's a pretty steep hill, and when we moved out here, apparently the previous owners used to let the snowmobilers use this as their on-ramp to the lake. So I put a railroad tie across here because I don't want. I think these are, ooh, this is deep. All right, let's see if I can figure out where the water starts. Holy shit, you guys, whose idea was this? All right, I should be getting to the water's edge. All right, here we go. No, actually, I think these are maybe deer footprint? Little kids' footprints? I can't tell. Okay. Well, it's not as deep right here. It's something about 4 inches. Oh, it actually feels pretty good. Okay. And I would say, oh, if you're thirsty, just eat the snow, but don't freaking eat the snow with all the stuff that they've been polluting our skies with. The snow is contaminated. Two poor animals. So there's a house. I haven't been out here on the lake in many years. I have no desire. No desire. See if I can see who's saying what. Hi, Red Bimmer. Hi, buddy. How my friend? Okay, this is... So right here is somebody's cross-country ski tracks. Yeah, a bottle of water would have been in order. Maybe it's only shallow here because of the way that the wind blows. It didn't allow the snow to settle in so deep. But look at that hill. And with that tree that's up at the top there, one day the poles, a couple of the poles came out. The poles are mounted in the tree. A couple of the poles slid out, and I went to try and pick up the poles, and I wound up going headfirst down the hill in a somersault. And I got hung up on a tree limb, and the only thing that saved me from sliding all the way down the hill was the fact that I was impaled on a branch. So yeah, isn't that fun? I can't see what you're seeing. That's our little shed we got. I can't see. It's not little, it's like 10 by 20. Okay. Well, let's just walk. Now, over here, I gotta watch for logs and wood sticking out of the water. And all this is ours. All of this lakefront, this worthless lakefront is ours. Yeah, these are animal tracks. Oh, I forgot to go down where the birdies were. Oh, I don't know if they could see me. When we go back, I'll go back and wave to the bird channel. I can still hear the wind chimes. So let's take a look here. So that over there, that's the outbuilding of a new house across the road, that big white building. That's actually like a pavilion. They have basketball in there and shuffleboard, and he has an office upstairs. And then the house is just beyond that. And it has a 3-car garage attached to the house. So that's just where the complex where the kids play. Pretty. I'm used to seeing it by boat though, not like this. All right, let's keep walking. Let's see where we are. Yeah, this snow here is only a couple inches deep. All right, let's see if I can see if anybody's seeing anything. It is dangerous. Yeah, I can't ice skate. I used to roller skate, but ice skates is just too weak of ankles for that. Oh, I know. Let me see. That's where the guy was ice fishing. So, if he was too much there, I think maybe out here somewhere. All right, I'm trying to line up, and I want to wave. Hi, birdies. Hi, birdies. Hi, everybody up on the birdie stream. Boy, there's a lot of birds over here in these trees. Can you hear them all? Those sound like my happy little finches. Why aren't you overeating? Oh, yeah, they're down playing on the ground right there. So, well, this is weird. I've never seen it like this before, but so we're still on our property right now. And actually, this big old fallen tree that's right there, I own that fallen tree, and it's going to live there just like that. Of course, in the summertime on the boat, you can't get over here. These are my neighbors. My other neighbors. Oh, how fun. If I was a kid, man, I'd like to make a tree fort in here. Oh, isn't this cool as hell looking? Can we have this, can we drag this over to our property? I would love this to be on my property. Look at that tree. Is that something else? Holy cow. Wow. All right, well, should we keep going? I guess we still have service. I'm on Verizon service. All right, let's just walk this way. My neighbors probably think, God, we haven't seen her in years. What the hell is she doing? Why has she got a camera on a tripod? Hi, guys. So this is the house right here where the ice fishing guy was. See where his footsteps went, and he was sitting on the bucket yesterday out there. All right, let's see. All right, I'm gonna keep walking. So like I said, it's about 40 degrees, but we've been in the 10s or 20s. We haven't been hardly above 20 all month. So this lake is really good and frozen. But we're going to come up to about 10 days where we're going to be in the 30s and 40s a couple times. So this is going to start melting. So that's why I thought, well, if I'm going to get out here and walk it, I better do it now. It's a little breezy once you get out this way. Can't see the chat. I'm sorry, guys. In fact, there's such a glare on the phone, I don't even know if I can see what you guys are seeing. That big white building right there, that's the big sports complex for the kids. And they haven't even finished building the house yet. If you look back through my streams, I did a couple of videos, and I went over and I walked in that house while they were building it. I'm not just bold, am I? Well, I guess I'm officially out of hibernation, y'all. So this road right here, all right, we'll watch when another car comes by. But it actually goes down and it curves around the lake and it goes that way. Then it goes up a hill and then it turns back to the left and curves around another lake the other way. And it's a really dangerous S-curve. And right here where these people's camper is, right up on the hill, this guy, he was driving and there was 4 of them in the car. And he was doing probably about 80 miles an hour when he hit that first S-curve, and he just went straight. And he went plowing through their yard, and he rolled the car, and it came down, let's see, it came down the hill and landed right down in here, upside down. It flipped, it expelled one person from the car, and they were killed. And, I heard the crash and I called 911, and it was a horrible experience. We have a lot of accidents on this S-curve. This is cool. I don't have Wi-Fi. I have Verizon service. We're walking, you guys. I'm following these are the cross-country skier tracks. I'm sorry if my movements are making you guys seasick. Oh, come on, spring. How many days? How many days till the first day of spring? Let's remember what was yesterday. 39 days. So 38 days. Woohoo! Today makes 354 consecutive days of streaming the birds. See how he's coming down the hill? Let's see if we can follow him. It goes around. And it goes up. And as he goes up around that corner, you put on your left-hand turn signal and you go down my street. And you come right down that street right there to my house right there. So that's where we are. This piece of property back over there where they just built that complex was owned by a family and they sold it all off. And now they're building 17 houses back there with 3 acres per each house. So if you can see that, that's where the big part of the lake goes out. So there's about 37 houses out there. Can't see what we're seeing. There's a bus. 37 houses on that part of the lake, and I'm not going to go walking back there. If I had a bottle of water, I probably would, but there's only 7 of us houses back here. So when the boats all come around, this is where they do the little turnaround. See if I can see anything in the chat. Nope, absolutely not. Well, now I know what's going on. And in fact, I even called Polish Agnes this morning, a little bit ago, and said, what do I do? Do I start the stream on Wi-Fi and let Verizon just pick it up? Or she said, no, just go ahead and turn off your Wi-Fi on the phone and start streaming right on Verizon. I'm like, okay, girl. Never done this before. This is way less dangerous than the stairs were, I'm telling you. I never could figure out people that have an urge to want to come out here and sit on this cold old piece of ice and drill a hole in it and go for a fish. Here at the lake, my fish know their mom. I can hear my feet steps coming down the stairs. And they all swim up to the beach, and I just feed them right from the beach. And they can fish off the dock, but they're not allowed to fish off the beach. That's the safe zone. I don't want them to hurt my little babies. Nice sunny day, too. Look at hardly any chemtrails in the sky whatsoever. Look, there's one right there. See that chemtrail? And look at all the X's right here. Can you see them? See the chemtrails? That's not normal. Well, you think it's normal because they've been doing it for so many years. We think it's normal, but it's not normal. They're killing us. Aluminum and barium and all kinds of other things. Graphene oxide. Kills the water and the trees and the birds and the animals. My neighbor there, he's got his ice shanty out there. This is a lot more fun on the boat, you guys. If you gotta go potty, you just pull up to the dock and run inside. Or if you're a girl, you just pop open the changing room, and we got a porta potty in the back. The guys are on their own. So I'm heading over to the spot where the guy was fishing yesterday, because that's where I'll be able to know where I am, my pinpoint on the bird stream. Because I was going to go down here and mark a big X. Like, if you're going to fish, go right here so we can watch you from the bird stream. Yeah, it won't be long. We moved out here in 2011. We got the keys to the house on June 29th. And Kenny went and bought us a blow-up queen size bed and blankets and pillows. And we slept out here our first night. And the very next morning, Wilson Marine delivered the boat. So we didn't even have furniture we had first. Glad we had our priorities straight right. Alright, I don't want to get too close to these holes that he was digging. So there's one. Let's see, he's got one right there. I hope you guys are able to see this, because I can't see what you're seeing. Just waving the camera around. But I said, alright, if he was sitting right there, I said he needs to come over here. Alright, you guys, on the walking stream, block your ears, because I'm going to yell, okay? I'm going to yell at the people in the bird stream. So block your ears, because I'm going to scream, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hello, up there on the birdie stream! Hello! Hello, my birdies, my birdie feather friends. Okay. Oh, I see the kids are just getting off the bus. Look here, they're walking. Kids are coming home from school. They get off the bus up there and walk down the road. It's a little breezier going back in this direction. But we don't hear the wind chimes, so there's not much of a breeze, right? Well, so I guess maybe our next live on the lake, we'll have to do it from the boat. That sounds way more fun. We can get Captain Kenny to skipper the boat for us. I don't know if I can get these glasses off, maybe my gloves. Sorry, you guys, I know this is klutzy as shit, man. I'm making myself sick. Just get onto it. I'm trying to get my... Let's see if I can see what you're seeing. No, I can't see a flocking thing. Now I touch the camera and I have no idea if I zoomed it or not. Am I zoomed? I don't know. Well, technology still has a ways to come. They need to make it so we can see what's going on. my neighbor from hell. He literally was a neighbor from hell. He still is. 6 months after we got out here, I had to put a restraining order on the asshole. That's how much of a neighbor from hell he is. But I'm not going to go into that here right now. It wasn't my fault he went to jail. He went to jail because of back child support. I just called the cops on him. All right. Well, I still think the stairs look safer than the hill. What do you think? Man, you know what I should have gotten was a garbage can lid, and I could have sat down at the top of the hill and just slid down, except for when you got to the railroad tie at the bottom. That would be a rude landing. All right here is where the water line is. So we got the best fixer-upper. No, we got the worst fixer-upper in the best neighborhood. We got a good deal on this place, you guys. All right, let's see. I think I'm back on land. I hear the wind chimes. Man, this thing is locked up. Yeah, this is going to be a solid block of ice out here tomorrow. It's a good thing I did this today. I'm having a hard time getting in my own footprints. They're like ice holes right now. All right, let's see. Here we go. Okay. Back to the stairs. Let me put my glove back on, y'all. So we got a campfire pit here. And then up on that other side, sorry about that. Up on the side up there where the shed is, that's where we go in and out the room. Up there, we've got a campfire pit up there too. Alright, here we go. Let's see if I can traverse the stairs. Let's see here. This one goes this way, then this way, this way. A lot easier going up than it was coming down. Yeah, back in the day we used to have all kinds of parties out here. This nice little piece of flat ground is where we pop all the tents up. Have people come and camp out for the weekend. I said maybe I could get Scotty Butters to come out here and play for us, and we could have a party out here this year. What do you think about that? Okay. We're almost home, you guys. Jeez Louise, this is deep here. Compared down the lake, this is deep, deep, deep. Okay. Alright, guys. Thanks for walking me home, you guys. Let's see if I can see if I can get over here in the shade and read the chat. Okay. I'll plant you on the chair in the snow. Okay. Hi, Susie. Hi, Debs. Thank you, Debs. I couldn't tell what you were doing. I guess I'll have to go back and watch it to see what you were seeing. I thought I was going to have to end the bird stream, because normally I can stream from down here and up there. But up there I'm streaming in dual mode, where I'm streaming in horizontal and vertical. And I think it was giving me a hard time, because now it's like it's seeing me in triple stream. See if I can read the bird chat and see what they're doing. Okay, this is the chat for here. Hi, Curator. Good to see you, my friend. Alright, so I got a chat for the walk, and it must be this other phone. I only got 3 phones on me. One of them only works on Wi-Fi, so I wouldn't have been able to take that one out there with me. Alright, put you in the pocket. Let's see. Oops. Sorry, you guys, I'm pulling up the birds. Okay. Hi, Kristen. Kristen on the birds. Oh, she can't hear me talking to her. What am I doing? All right, you guys. Well, anyway, we did it. We went for the walk. I'm not sure how long that took or anything like that, but I'm going to go and get a drink of water. But, hey, let me tell you about Scotty Butters tonight. 8 o'clock Eastern time on, he calls it Tuesday, Tunesday. And if anybody has the link to Scotty, you can drop that in the chat. But tonight will be his 48th in a row Tuesday. He streams every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Today we'll make Tuesday number 48. And I started with him on Tuesday number 7. So way back in the beginning. And he had under 400 subscribers when I started with him. He has like 13,000 subscribers now. He is so good. We just love him to pieces. So come on and join us tonight at 8 o'clock for Scotty Butters and Tuesday. And if you've never been in the chat and come in and make a request, he will move your request right to the top of the list. I'm going to show you this right here so you can see the angle of the hill. See how steep that hill is underneath of where the birds are? I mean, it is like, what do you call that, a 90-degree angle? Yeah, I have lost so much stuff off the balcony. I've lost batteries. I've lost pieces to bird feeders. I've lost the doors to to where the batteries go in. I've lost bungee straps, and all of it lives down there on that hill somewhere because there's no way I would ever be able to get down that hill. So, but look at how worn out the grass is from the birds always being there. So that's where all the littles go, and all the seeds fall down from up there, and they pick them all up down here. So this is life. Let's see if I can do this. All right, let's see. I'm going to try and zoom. Zoom. Come on, will you zoom? Video only mode. Now what did I just do? Did I screw something up? Oh, shit. I hope I didn't screw something up. Well, now it doesn't look very clean anymore. Are you guys still there? Did I mess it up? Alright, well, that's my little sign that says sweets things hanging on the side of the balcony, so. Alright, well, that's what we got, you guys. So I am gonna, I hung out with Scotty Butters last night till probably 4:30 in the morning, and I was up by 7:30 to get the birds ready, so I had a couple hours of sleep, and then I got another hour before I got up and ate and came for the walk. So I think I am going to go for another nap because we'll be back with Scotty tonight at 8 o'clock. He's been known to do some long ones, or it might be 3 or 4 hours. We just never know. But we'll take every minute of him we can get. So yeah, here's our little flowers. And this is where I do the storm streams from, where the storms come across the lake, and when I did the snowstorm stream not too long ago. So yeah, this is 1,100 square feet of deck of madness. Oh my God. So, but it needs to get ripped down, and we need to actually take the whole deck down, and we need to backfill the property, and we need to build like those landscaping walls and backfill it. We need to get about 3 rows of landscaping walls because the dirt is all falling down the hill so bad. Like I said, it was a fixer-upper. The worst house in the best neighborhood. And here we are all these years later. All right, you guys, I'm going to call it a wrap. And thank you all for joining me. It did zoom, Debs? Okay, good. All right, yeah, we're going to wrap it up, and thanks for coming and walking with me and everything. So now I can say I've streamed and walked before, so, and it couldn't have got much harder doing it in these heavy old boots in the snow and everything else. So hopefully the next time I do it, it'll be much easier. Uh-oh, I got a bunch of my birdie babies. This is the tree where all the mourning doves sit. And this is probably not a good place to stand because this is where they shit. All right, I'm going in the house, you guys. All right, much love, you guys. Have a blessed rest of your day, and I will see you over on the bird stream. Give me a minute to get my boots and coat and everything off, and then I'll come into the bird stream and say hello to you guys in there and have a cold drink of water with you. All right, bye, Susie. Bye, Kristen. Bye, Dabs. Thanks for joining me, everybody. All right, we'll see you on the next one. We'll see you up on the bird stream in a few minutes. All right, I'm seeing 41 minutes. Not too bad, huh? All right, 41 minutes. Much love to you too, Christine. All right, bye for now, everybody.